How's it going, guys? You're watching Gamer Logic and I'm Mike Murtis, and today we're down in the basement arcade to take a look at the latest addition to the game room, and that is a Bally Midway Lady Luck, only 500 of them made. A very nice, sweet, simple machine, and with the addition of technically my fourth pinball machine, one of them had to go. It's kind of an unwritten rule. Well, it's definitely unwritten, but it's a very solid rule. I'm only allowed so many machines down here. I have like an invisible line that I cannot cross when it comes to these arcade machines. So in order for myself to be able to have this one, I had to get rid of one of them, and I chose to get rid of my very first pinball machine, my electromechanical pinball machine Swinger. And you know, am I sad about letting it go? A little bit. You know, it was my first pinball machine and everything, but I got it cheap. Rebuilt it cheap and everything, and I got my money back for it, no problem. And you know, the thing still had some issues, and it went with a person who far more enjoys EM machines. You know, getting into the F-14 Tomcat here and getting into the Black Pyramid, it really makes you appreciate the changes in pinball once they actually started hitting solid state. So I kind of wanted to get away from the EMs completely and go with just all solid states. Now, Swinger was a fun game, though it just didn't have much going with it, and this is kind of the perfect replacement for it. It's got its goals, but it's not a fairly complex game. It's still fairly simple. This was put out in 1986, I believe, and it's just got a really cool playfield. I mean, first let's talk about the top of the back box art. The condition that this was in on the top was just immaculate. The back glass is absolutely no flaking whatsoever. Lady Luck there is very erect to make sure that you get your proper cards on the table, if you know what I mean. But the display looks great, the back art is excellent looking, and of course already I've gone through most of the machine and replaced it with LEDs. LEDs just give it a pop. Pretty much all my back boxes now have LEDs with the exception of the F-14 Tomcat. It has half LEDs, half flasher bulbs because of the way the system is. You cannot use LEDs with that without making a modification to the system, which I didn't want to do that. But getting back to Lady Luck here, we talked about the playfield. Sure, the playfield is simple, it's very open, but it's just got a very, very cool poker table look to it. The object is pretty much to, you know, light the 10x timer and everything. You want to knock down the targets, you know, the ace, queen, king, jacks, and then the 10. Very cool on the side there. You get bonus by going up the left ramp as well as the right ramp there. You got the cool lips sticker there that you go through to kind of jack up your bonus and stuff like that. So fairly simple in terms of play. On the left you got a ball that you can actually knock up and get an extra bonus there. It is a 3 flipper game, so you got your bottom 2 of course and a flipper on the right hand side. I read some reviews on this. A lot of people said the right flipper is useless, or the top right flipper, and I think it's kind of handy if you're trying to do certain shots and stuff like that. If there was multi-ball, it'd be one of those flippers you could actually use to hold that particular ball, which would be kind of cool. But, you know, a fairly simple game, not too much going on, but not too little going on either. Really nice look to the game room overall, and it's a lot of fun. As far as what other modifications I've done to this thing, again, I said I did the LEDs to the top. I've done LEDs throughout the main portions of the playfield. There's a couple lights that actually are just completely blown out. The sockets are blown out, only 2. Those are going to get replaced. And there's a lot of lights just within the bottom of the table here where all the different jacks and hearts and all that. The lights are actually stapled in and they're really hard to get to. There's some that's easy, there's some that are not. So for now, it's a mixture of LED and original incandescent bulb. So not too bad there, but very nice addition to the arcade game room, and I am happy I have it. So that's pretty much it for now. Hope you enjoy this video, and happy holidays if I don't make another video between now and then. Peace, guys.